you experienced broken relationships or failed relationships? Have you started dating and then feel disappointed? Have you invested in a relationship and then find out it did not work the way you expected it to work? Well, if you want to do differently, or if you want to date in a better way in 2025, in this video I'm going to share with you ways you can win at dating and relationship in 2025. Hi everyone, my name is Jamie Forby and welcome to my channel. How to win in dating in 2025? I'm sure it's a question many of us are asking ourselves as we are entering into the new year. We're taking new year resolution, going to the gym, eating more healthy. I think we should also look at our relationships, and particularly our dating relationship, and try to do different this year. It's sometimes good to sit down and take accountability. Do a audit or do a retrospective on how your dating life went this year and how you would like things to be different. I would like to share with you ways you can win at dating in this coming year. I would like to share with you a better way of dating. I said a better way, not the only way, a better way to date in 2025. I'm not saying it's the only way, but I believe it's the better way. I would like to remind us that dating or romantic relationship or love in general is something that was created by God. Human being did not come up with it. Society did not come up with it. It's a product of God. And because God is the one who created it, He has given us a manual on how to go about His product. So, if you want to win at dating in 2025, the number one thing you need to do is to stop dating the way you've been dating all these years. Clearly, it hasn't been working for you. I believe this is why you are watching this video, because you want to win at dating in the upcoming year. So whatever you've been doing in your dating relationship for the past years, as you are stepping into the new year, do not do the same thing. What's the point of keeping doing the same thing and experiencing the same result? It's just not wise. So as you step into the new year, I would like to encourage you to try something different, to do different this year when it comes to your dating life. And I would like to share with you ways you can apply in your dating life in 2025 that will, I believe, drastically improve and change your dating life. Do you want to win at dating? Do you want to experience a successful and fulfilling love story in 2025? Then this is the video for you. The number one thing I would like to say about winning at dating in 2025 is do not date the cultural way, or do not date the way society encourages us to date today. What do I mean? In today's society, a boy meet a girl or a girl meet a boy, the first thing that comes in mind is the sex part of dating, you know. And sometimes you meet somebody, you don't get to know the person emotionally, mentally, Most of the time, the sex happens first, and then after that, we're trying to get to know the person. In 2025, this is the one mistake you should not do. Do not have sex with anyone who you are not married to in 2025. Whoever you're going to date in 2025, this is my number one advice. Do not sleep with the person. Get to know the person first. What are the person's values? What is the person's character? Does the person has integrity? Does the person stand by his word? Get to know the person first. You need to know the person in an intellectual level, emotional level. The physical knowing only happens last. But in today's society, we do the things in reverse. You get to know the person physically first, and now when you already know the person physically through sex, you're already attached, you're already bound, and sometimes it blinds your ability to see the person for who they really are. I would like to advise you, do the opposite. Get to know the person first. What are his values? What are her values? Who are her friends? Who are her parents? What are her vision, or what is vision for life? What is it that they like? What is it that they don't like? Is this person's vision aligns to my vision? Is this person's purpose aligns to my purpose? Is this person a believer? What do they believe in? Dating is a time where you are learning about this person. Dating is a time you should take to get to know the person in terms of values, character. Are we compatible? Is this person somebody I can see myself, married, doing life forever with? Do I see this person as the mother of my children? Do I see this person as the father of my children? Do I want this person to be the father of my children? Do I want this person to be the mother of my children? So when you are dating, for me, I see it's like an interview. If for a normal job interview, companies goes to, pull up the file, check up your record, doing police check on you, sometimes credit check on you, just to get a position. Who you going to marry is the most important position anyone will occupy in your life. That's why I believe dating should not be taken casually. I personally believe we don't date for the sake of dating. We date with marriage as a purpose. Marriage is the end goal of dating. So when you start a relationship, or whenever you find yourself in a relationship in 2024, or let's say you're already in a relationship, ask yourself this question, why am I dating this person? And the answer should be to get to know the person and see if we are compatible, value-wise, character, we share same vision, or our visions aligns. I see myself living forever with this person. But if you want to repeat the same cycle, you meet a girl or you meet a guy, there's attraction and all that, and then you find yourself sleeping with the person, have sex first before you get to know the person, or before you get married, you're not gonna win at dating. You're not. The better way to date is to get to know the person first. Analyze the person's character. Listen how the person speaks. Get to know where the person is from, who the person is. Do your values align? Do you share same vision, same purpose, or do your purpose align? Only then you can now go further and then get married and then have the physical connection. In 2025, I would like to encourage you to do things different. Especially if for the past years and even the year that is coming to an end, you've been repeating the same cycle, which is you meet a guy or you meet a girl and you don't go deep in your knowing of the person. And by knowing, I'm not talking about physical knowing. I'm talking about emotional knowing. I'm talking about character knowing. I'm talking about vision, purpose. If for your past relationship you've been putting the sex first, in 2025, do it last and do it on your wedding day. Whenever you put sex first, it compromises your ability to see the person for who they really are. But when you haven't had sex with the person, you can see the person for who they really are, because your mind is not clouded, your mind is not compromised already by the sex. You know, you have the ability to see red flags, you have the ability to see the person's character clearly for what it is. And if you start a relationship and the first thing that comes is that the person wants to sleep with you, for me it's a major red flag. You should just know right there that this is not a person. When you love somebody and you decide to date the person, the aim should be to marry that person. The aim should be to spend forever with that person. If you love somebody, you don't want to hurt them, you don't want to harm them, you want to protect, you want to nourish, you want to take care of them. So this is why I believe in 2025, you should change your dating game. You should lift up your dating game. Put boundaries. You can't be meeting a guy and then 2 days, a week later, a month later, sleep with him. No, that is what has been costing you. Do not sleep with your dates, or do not sleep with whoever you are dating. Whether the person proposed to you and you accept, whether you've been dating the person for months, years, do not. Do not, do not, do not. In whatever you do in your dating life in 2025, make sure you do not sleep with the person. Sex is exclusively reserved, or sex is for marriage and marriage is for sex. I say it. I know many will disagree with me. I know today's society thinks otherwise, but that's simply the reality. Sex was created by God. Sex was not human invention. It was not society coming up with the concept. It's God himself, and God created it to be enjoyed in the boundaries of marriage. Sex is between a husband and his wife. So if you want to win at dating in 2025, make sure you keep the sexual act in the boundaries of marriage. Whatever you do in your dating experiences this year, do not sleep with someone you are not married to. I said it. People may think it's old-fashioned. People may think it's no longer relevant, but it's much relevant. Look at your life. Look at your past dating experience. Look at the people you dated, with whom you slept with, and how hard it was for you to overcome that broken relationship, and how you are even still connected with the person. Look at maybe somebody you dated but you did not sleep with, how much it was easy for you to move away. You see, let's not be fooled. Everything around us promotes sex out of marriage, but it's not because society is promoting it or pushing it or there's an agenda on it that you should also do it. Do what is best for you. And because it's God who created you and it's God who created sex, I believe that what's best for you is what He wants for you. It's what He planned for you. And the plan He had for you was to meet a girl, meet a boy, get to know each other, pray about it, get God approval on the relationship, marry each other, then build a family, then have sex as a husband and wife. I waited 28 years of my life, and it was so clear in my head, I will not have sex unless I'm married to the person. And even when I met my husband, I knew that this would be the number one red flag, that if ever while I'm dating the person asks me for sex, for me, I will know he's not the one. If the person pressurizes you to have sex with them, they are not the one. If the person emotionally blackmail you to have sex with them, then they are not the one. Think deep and tell yourself, let me try something different this year. Let me do dating a different way this year. And let it be that sex will not be the center of my dating this year. Let it be that whoever I will be dating this year, sex will only happen with that person when and if I'm married to that person. Try something different, 2025. Do different, 2025. And even if you're already in a relationship, tell yourself, nope, not happening this year. And pursue the purpose of dating, because we date with the purpose of getting married. So if marriage is not the end goal, then there's another red flag. You know, as you get to know this person, their character, their values, marriage should be the end goal. Because if now your characters or the values don't align or are not compatible, then you know I can't marry this person. Then there's no time to waste, you know. So I hope this video was a helpful one. Remember, I say it's a better way of dating, not the only way, but I believe it's the better way because this is how God intended it, and it's God who created sex, and He wants it to happen in the boundaries of marriage. The better way to date is to date in such a way that brings honor to God, that brings honor to yourself, that brings value to yourself. So in 2025, choose a better way to date. In 2025, choose not to have sex with anyone who's not your spouse. In 2025, choose to know the person's character first, the person's value, the person's integrity. Get to know the person in emotional, intellectual, spiritual level first, before you can get to know them in a physical level once you are married. Thank you. Until I see you in the next video. Bye-bye.